through creative movement and dance. And 26 years later, my job in CrossFit is actually not that different from that. I inspire people every day and teach people how to live healthy lifestyles through functional movement. So we're not dancing at CrossFit, but you know, I throw some stuff in there. So I went on to search for my new career, and I simply just picked something that interested me. When I was dancing, I had a part-time job as a hostess in a restaurant, and I thought that was a really fun environment. It was social. I got to meet all kinds of people. I really learned so much just about people. It was more like a social experiment to me, being in that environment. I went on some interviews, and I had lots of confidence, and I would just walk in and say, I want to work here. They said, you don't have experience. I said, I don't care. I said, I want to work here. And I would get an entry-level position, you know, hostessing. And I would take opportunities as they crossed my path, similar to what these women said. You always take an opportunity when it is presented to you. Eventually I'd become an assistant manager, and then a manager, and a regional manager. And before I knew it, I was running a business. And you know, how did I get here, right? But it was because I took time to learn. And I always say, you know, I hate to use the phrase, fake it till you make it, because those people are not really faking it. They are busting their butts, learning the ins and outs of these different businesses, trying to prove themselves in their positions to make advancements and get themselves better. And that is really what I did in that industry. From there, I changed my job and I went on to commercial real estate and building management. The restaurant industry just became very overwhelming about those twists and turns in life. You decide you don't leave a job just because you don't like it all the time. It's just life events and different things that happen will maybe point your career in a new direction, or you find an opportunity somewhere else, or you find a new passion that might just steer your vision somewhere else. This time, I was just kind of looking for something different, something less demanding of my time. Restaurant business, lots of overnight work and weekends all the time. So I just wanted to find something with a little more structure. I took a job as a concierge in a building in Manhattan. I was terrified to go in and out of New York every single day as a commuter. I went for years, since I'm 14. My mother's like, take the bus and go on that audition. Just go to dance class. I had no problem, because I was going to do something that was familiar to me. When I started working in the building, I simply stood at a podium just like this. It's nice and comfortable, actually. So, yes, 42nd floor, 35th floor. The bathroom's this way, the elevators are that way. I was like, oh, you know, it was fun. But I started to learn how a building in Manhattan operates. I had no idea. You just take for granted those things are up there. But there are mechanical engineers in these buildings, structural engineers in these buildings, hundreds of employees that just operate the building, let alone all the offices and the different careers and things that are happening within it. Different opportunities were presented to me in that job. I had an opportunity to move from concierge to an assistant building manager. And I really, really learned so much about business and the operations and how a building works. I spent about 4.5 years there, and eventually I became the property director of a 40-story building in Manhattan, 777 3rd Avenue. Commercial real estate is a very male-dominated career, and I was 25 years old with a bunch, my peers were men in their 50s and 60s, and it was a challenge sometimes to earn their respect, but after a while you do it. What I did find sometimes when you're in a male-dominated field and you're only working with a few other women, a lot of your challenges will come from the other women, kind of vying for the same position, vying for the next advancement. And it's a shame sometimes to see that women don't always rally together. Like we're all here today for the same cause and to inspire. And you should learn from those things and not fight against them. So when you do come across challenges with other women, which was a surprise to me at first, is learn from it. Don't fight back, step back, and always take the higher ground when those types of things happen. I left that not because it was a very challenging job, but it also became very demanding of my life. More technology that's old, but I had a pager and I had a phone and I had beepers and a ring of keys this big, and I was getting calls at 3 in the morning because the security guard locked his key wherever. Things that it became overwhelming, where it started to affect my health. And while I was in that job, the stress became just a little more than I had hoped for in such a career that I viewed as so glamorous. I chose to leave that career and with nowhere to go. So I kind of just took a leap of faith and I said, my health is more important to me. Money should not be my driving force to stay in a position that is not exactly the best for me right now. And I took a leap of faith, and with the help of an employment agency, it was actually called Women in Business, just seemed fitting for me. I found a job at Bank of America, before it was Bank of America Merrill Lynch, and again, in an entry-level position, working as a receptionist, buzzing the important people through the door. And it was just my way into something new again. I was just brave enough to take a leap. I took